One man got the silver, one man got the gold. One said I don't want nothing, I just don't ever want to grow old. One said I got the water, he said I need it everywhere. One said I get all the messages people send out through the air. They divvied up the green grass, they divvied up the soil. One man got all the iron ore and another man got all the oil.
The degree to which we resist injustice is the degree to which we are free. I think the job of the artist is to remind people of what they have chosen to forget. Those are the words of Arthur Miller, the great American playwright. Judy Taylor's mural has fulfilled Arthur Miller's definition of the artist's job. And now, being censored by this governor, it succeeds, ironically, more than ever. We need reminding of the nobility and courage in our history that confronted exploitation, so we might be challenged to do the same today. How wonderful it is that an artist like Judy is there to remind us. Governor LePage's attempt to discredit and suppress history serves as another kind of reminder about how easily it can be lost and why. He has tried to neuter the Department of Labor by removing the true soul of its mission. He has tried to tell us that organized labor, in defiance of a vastly more organized business community, is unfair, not balanced. He would have you believe that organizing to struggle against social and economic inequality is somehow un-American and bad for business. He knows our history so little, or forgets it so well, that he does not know that the only reason we have freedoms and equalities in this country is because of idealistic, organized struggle by people who have been marginalized for other people's profit. Just as we cannot be true citizens if we forget our past history, as citizens today, we cannot fail the obligations of our current history. The mural must be returned. We will not fail. He may be arrogant and stupid, but he's not naive. This is just one more act in a corporate agenda of domestic imperialism. And LePage's decision to remove the mural secretly was one of the most cowardly acts I have witnessed. If he believed he was right about removing it, that its eradication was good for the people of Maine, he would have done it in daylight.
A Hartford paper called this the most moronic and mindless anti-worker gesture in the whole country. In 3 short months, our governor has undone Maine's unequaled reputation as a state where the natural world is protected, where people are honest, and life is as it should be. In the name of rebranding Maine as pro-business, he has dealt a staggering blow to his state's tourism industry and creative economy. Judy's mural reminds us that we need more murals, not less. Walls that talk, walls that teach us about the struggle for our rights. Public murals like those commissioned during FDR's administration, which honor the history and work of the nation. Art about our cultural roots, art to delight and inform. I hope that what we are doing here now, this call for justice, for restoring the mural and the names, for honoring the history of labor in Maine, this call for resisting assault on our democracy will someday be depicted in a mural of its own. Thank you.
We believe art and artists play a critical role in society. The removal of the mural from the Department of Labor in Augusta illustrates just how powerful art can be.
You can incite controversy, galvanize communities, inspire dialogue, and serve as a catalyst for social change like we're seeing here today. As part of the arts education at Maine College of Art, our students learn to understand and respect process. It's a critical component of any civil society. Governor LePage's demonstrated lack of respect for the process of commissioning artwork is an act of censorship. In the original call for art, the Department of Labor asked for a mural in which the value and dignity of all workers and the critical role in creating the wealth of the state and union should be emphasized and respected. In essence, Maine workers should strongly be portrayed as more than just impersonal costs to do business. It was the responsibility of the Art Review Committee, consisting of representatives from the Department of Labor, to select a proposal which best met those criteria. They selected artist Judy Taylor, who created a site-specific artwork depicting the requested theme. 4 years later, newly elected Governor LePage reacted to the content of the mural, calling it one-sided, and had it removed from the lobby of the Department of Labor, and instead called for a neutral decor. Well, folks, art is not decoration. Nor is it neutral. It's provocative and should elicit responses from all individuals. It's not created to please everyone. Art, like democracy, allows for differing opinions, for discourse, and your expression of personal beliefs. Art serves as a mirror that reflects a moment in time. This mural captures a piece of critical, important history. Governor LePage did not like what he saw. By removing the mural, he smashed that mirror in an attempt to rewrite history. This public mural is meant for all people of Maine. Maine College of Art requests that the governor respect the process by which artwork was selected and installed. Please, put the mural back. Thank you.
He's turning into a once-a-week attack machine and is now dividing the state against itself. He's pitting Mainer against Mainer. This is not leadership. Since when is it the governor's job to be a chief art critic? Together we demand that Governor LePage and the state legislature stop dismantling social progress in Maine.
Let me tell you what this suit is about and what it's not about. It's not about Democrats and Republicans or independents or Greens. The suit is for the working man and woman of Maine, but also for the businessman and the businesswoman. The suit is for the shoe workers and paper workers who deserve to have their history recalled. It's for the memory of Francis Perkins. It's not just for Mainers. It's for all Americans. The suit is a suit for violation of the First Amendment to ensure our fundamental freedom of speech and expression.
I'd like to tell you a story based on characters in 3 panels of Judy Taylor's Maine Labor History mural. Rosie took hold of her friend Tessie Wisner's hand, and together they jumped out the window to their deaths. One of the horrified passers-by who witnessed this scene was another Rose Schneiderman. An immigrant like Rosie, Rose taught herself English while working in a sweatshop, then began a life as an organizer for the International Ladies Garment Workers Union. She joined forces with the social reformer Francis Perkins. Both of them are pictured in the 8th panel with the fire in the background, to press for the work protections we have come, until recently, to take for granted. Limits on the length of the work week, restrictions on child labor, minimum wage, workers' compensation, rules to assure a safe and healthy work environment. It was Rose Schneiderman who said, "What the woman who labors wants is the right to live, not simply exist." Is not the story Governor LePage reads into it, preferring to white out our stories rather than learn from them. It is telling that the governor avoids the word worker preferring to use the word employee. Employees exist to serve employers, whereas workers have rights and aspirations of their own.
I want you all to look around this beautiful building today. This is our history. You look at the paintings, you look at the flags, and it's something to be very proud of. But please remember that this belongs to you. It doesn't belong to one man. United with you. It is important to remind our neighbors and the people that are close to us of the reality of how these actions affect us, not only as an individual, but as a state. We are a good state, a state that deserves respect, to be admired. We have great people in this state, and we should not be seen by the actions of one man.
In just 3 months in office, he's embarrassed us nationally at least 4 times. When the governor gets back from vacation, I would like to suggest that he, one, apologize to the good people of Maine for his persistent uncouth behavior. 2, start rethinking his whatever business wants, business gets agenda, because that ain't happening. 3, that he apologized to artist Judy Taylor for dragging her art through the mud. 4, that he restore the Maine Labor History Mural to its rightful place in the Department of Labor. And 5, he might start practicing what he preaches, which is people before politics. That's not a small thing, but he hasn't done it yet.
Don't tear down the art, let it be. Representing workers' rights for everyone to see. Stand up, be strong, put a foot down from the start. All join hands in unity in support of public art. Stand up, be strong, it's about our history. Truth is painted on the wall for everyone to see. Don't tear down the art, let it be. Representing workers' rights for everyone to see. Don't tear down the art, let it be.